I keep no secret about the fact that I watch a lot of YouTube, and chances are it takes up a fair amount of your time or the time of someone you know as well. So how do you spend less time watching YouTube? That's coming up in this video. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Anton Wong. On here, I help you understand, unlock, and unleash the power of video. So if you haven't yet, make sure you're following me. Now, like I said, I watch a fair amount of YouTube. I watch it in the morning, in the afternoon, the evening, and during all those times that I should be working and times of my extended break. But believe it or not, I was actually way worse at this 6 months ago. So how was I able to spend less time watching YouTube? First, let's look at some statistics about YouTube consumption. Now, according to YouTube, over 1 billion hours of video are watched every day. According to Brandwatch, the average mobile viewing session is 40 minutes, and a Nielsen study found that every month, 8 out of 10 adults, 18 to 49, watch YouTube. Alright, so we know that people watch a lot of YouTube. So how can you stop watching so much? Well, here are the 5 tools that I use to curb my extensive YouTube watching, and you could probably apply it to yourself to change almost any habit. Number 1 is willpower and desire. A lot of you watching this will say, I don't have enough willpower or motivation to stop watching so much YouTube. And I don't expect any of you to have enough willpower and motivation to do that, because I don't. And if you're someone who can just will their new habit into existence, you're either lying or I hate you. Please give me that power. But I'm bringing this up because changing any habit doesn't start without at least a little bit of willpower and a definitive desire to change. When combined with the rest of these tools, you'll stand a much better chance at change. Number 2 is friction. In his book, Atomic Habits, author James Clear highlights one big force behind why we have the habits we do, and that is called resistance. It is a force that keeps us from doing things, whether they're things we want to do or things that we don't want to do. I prefer to call this friction. He says that in order to make a habit easier to build, you need to remove the resistance or friction that is in place to do that thing. So if you want to read more, for example, then place books near your desk and always keep it within an arm's reach. Conversely, if you want to stop doing something so much, you just increase the resistance to it. So if you want to play less video games, then disconnect your console and put it away. That way you'll have to plug it back in order to play it again. Now, how do you do this with YouTube? Yes, you can put away your computer or disconnect your internet, but what if you need that to work, but you still want to avoid YouTube? Well, that's where our next tool comes into play. Number 3 is technology. I know this is kind of broad, and I know it can also feel a little bit weird to combat a problem related to technology with more technology, but it can definitely help. There are a variety of tools and plugins and software designed to help you focus on certain apps and deter you from doing others. The 2 that I'm going to highlight today are Cold Turkey and DFTube. Now, Cold Turkey is a free website blocker that you can set to block any website, including Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, for a set period of time. This means you can set it to only allow you to visit YouTube at night, or really however you want to set it. DFTube is also another very helpful tool. It's actually one of my favorites. DFTube, also known as Distraction Free YouTube, is a browser extension for free that allows you to block different sections of YouTube, such as recommended videos, trending videos, and even comments and playlists. This has been super helpful to me because I used to go on a long viewing session just by clicking recommended video after recommended video. But now I just watch the channels that I'm subscribed to for a set amount of time before blocking it again. And if I want to turn it back on, then I can. Now, unfortunately, these are still only desktop tools, and since the majority of YouTube views are on mobile devices, you may have to take the step of actually deleting the YouTube app from your phone. That way, anytime you need to use it again, you have to re-download the app or watch it on browser, which may be slower and might create some more resistance. This fits neatly into the 4th tool, planning. As the saying goes, failure to plan is planning to fail. And it's a bad idea to go outside without an umbrella knowing that there's a fair chance it will rain. Hoping it won't rain probably isn't a great plan. The best way to combat your desire to spend lots of time on YouTube is to anticipate your issues and plan accordingly. Anticipate that your willpower and motivation may not be enough to curb your urges. Use the tools like DFTube, Cold Turkey, or even deleting the app to increase resistance and the amount of friction it would take to open YouTube. Make it as easy as possible to avoid watching YouTube and get your work done. Having a schedule for the day is also a good idea. Using your digital or analog paper calendar or daily planner to set out times for you to complete your focused work. But don't forget to set times to watch YouTube and relax. It's okay to watch it if that's what you want to do and you set out to do. You just want to make sure that you are controlling the apps. You don't want the apps controlling you. Which brings us to number 5, acceptance. Now, what do I mean by acceptance? Do you just accept that you can't do anything and you just call it a loss? No, that's not really what I mean. What I mean is accept when you have messed up and end up watching a lot of YouTube. Accept that you didn't follow the plan to a T and then quickly get back onto the plan, maybe adjusting it a little bit so it won't be so likely to happen again. However, if you mess up and subsequently wallow in shame, that might not help you get out of your funk. That just adds to stress in your life that you might try to suppress by watching more YouTube, creating a negative feedback loop. This behavior is quite common in people trying to control their eating habits. Living in shame is not a very productive or healthy way to live. So understand that you can mess up sometimes and then get back on that horse. Now, none of these tools or steps alone is guaranteed to stop you from falling into your habits, but combined, they might just help you curb your watch time and slowly change your habits just a little bit. Having a healthy relationship with YouTube is important for anyone who wants to use it and live a healthy, productive life. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. I love reading insightful YouTube comments like this one right here. That comment is from my video about the importance of video literacy, and if you would like to check out that video, you can click right over here. If you'd like to check out another video of mine, you can click right over here. If you like this video, make sure that you hit like and share it with your friends. But apart from that, that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.